All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing a sound check.
This broadcast is copyright Polk County Christian School, 2490 West Tower Drive, Bolivar, Missouri. Stop by our school to see what we are doing to provide a Christian education for students in our area. All rights reserved.
And it looks like we have good audio. And we're about 2.5 minutes from tip-off. This is February 17, 2026. TCA Eagles in Springfield hosting Pccs Knights at TCA Gymnasium in Springfield, Missouri. This is a high school boys game. One game tonight. The team captains have already met with the refs. And I do not have a roster for the Eagles, and that's okay. We'll use their numbers. We'll refer to their numbers while the game is in progress. And I have a scoreboard and a clock on the camera. I'm sorry, a camera on the game clock, 8-minute quarters. If I lose that camera on the game clock, I'll try and bring it back. Let me test that real quick. Turned it off and back on. Okay. If it just quits responding like that, it's supposed to be on, then we'll just go without it. Okay. If it disappears and I can't get it back, we'll go without it. But I will keep that scoreboard going on screen. Had a little mishap next to us, but she's okay. She just stumbled down a stair and got scared. So I hate to see that, but she's okay. All right, folks. All right, Josh Venom going to do the tip-off for the Knights, number 25. Starting lineup for the Knights, Ledger Rust, 42. Ben Walker, 52. He's one of our seniors. Lucas Burton, 33. Josh Venom, 25. Lucas and Josh are both seniors. Ledger is a junior, and then Landon Gray, number 3, is a freshman on the Knights. And it looks like Eagles, number 4, is going to do the tip-off for the Eagles. All right, score table and both refs have signaled they're ready. And here goes the tip. And Eagles get the tip off. Number 2, bringing it across to the left. Over to number 4 on the far side, driving down to the side of the paint, puts it under the basket to 23, puts it straight up for a 2-point shot. So the score is 2-0. Landon Gray down to Venom in the corner, passing it inside, stolen by number 4. And I'm waiting for the venue scoreboard to update. Maybe that point didn't count. Number 4 over to 2. And 2. Well, Landon Gray steals a pass, and number 4 steals it back. 4's in the corner, and he's got heavy defense. Ref says on the line, apparently out of bounds. And I'm going to reset my scoreboard back to 0 because the scoreboard in the venue still says 0. If they change it, we'll put ours back. Okay, Landon Gray down to the corner. Oh, now they got it. Okay. The venue scoreboard says 2-0. Mine's updating. All right, 15, Coy on the near side. And he's swinging it across the top. Down the far side, passing it back across to Newton on the near side. Newton to 4 up top. And 4 going down the far side, stepping into the paint, going to put shot up, blocked by Venom. Venom passing it over to Burton. Burton giving it to Gray. Gray bringing it across. All right, I got my scoreboard right now. I missed what happened. And Knight's ball. Venom into Gray. Gray to Burton in the corner. Back up to Venom. Venom driving into the paint. Bounce pass to Rust. Rust out to Gray. Gray going for three. And it's off the back of the rim. Walker going for the putback. It's over the rim. And Rust putting it up. Rust getting 2 points for the Knights. So it's 2-2. Number 2 bringing the ball across for the Eagles. Over to 4. 4 over to 15 on the near side. He's swinging it up top, bringing it back down the near side, going alongside the paint, and intended to do a jump shot. It was tipped out by Burton. 4's got the ball, puts it up for 3. It was in the rim and bounced out. And number 23 with a putback, good for 2 for the Eagles. So it's 4-2. Gray bringing the ball back across. Swinging it down the near side, and there's a whistle. Ref says foul. Maybe on 15. Yeah, looks like 15. And Venom bringing the ball in for the Knights. Gives it to Gray up top. And Gray coming down the near side, passing it to Burton under the basket. And Burton stepping in, putting a shot up. And, well, ref signal charging. So it's 2-4 still. 4-2. Eagles on top. 33 brings it into 2. 2 bringing it across. Down to 4 on the far side. He's driving down the sideline. And along the baseline puts up jump shot, and it's over the rim. Walker getting that rebound and gives it out to Burton. Burton to Gray. Gray making a fast break. He's only got 2 defenders. He slows it up, turns around for a shot, no shot. Gives it to Venom, puts it up for 3. That's a miss, and Burton clearing the board on that, puts it back out to Gray for another 3. Oh, it's off the rim, and Venom picking it up, going for the putback. 25, tip of the ball in here to get the possession. Oh, no, that was 15, not 25. Gives it over to 4. Good rebound for the Eagles there. 4 driving all the way down, and the ball's loose and out of bounds off the Eagles. It's going to be Knights ball. 25, Venom bringing the ball in. Venom up to Gray. Still 4-2. Gray over to the far side, and loose ball. He's trying to pass it, and number 4 with a steal. Passing down court to 15, who's open, and puts a shot up. It's just out. Burton clears the board, gives it to Venom to bring it across. Venom slowing it up, giving it to Gray up top. And Gray pivoting, gives it to Burton inside the paint. Burton steps in for a 2-point shot. That's a beautiful shot. And it's a tie game, 4-all. 15 bringing the ball across for the Eagles. And ref says timeout for the Eagles. 30-second timeout. Folks, good action. Good game, tie game so far. Early in the game, 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Something new this year that I've started doing is I've got a button on my screen that I can hit when there's a cool play, and I just got to remember to hit it. And that'll save the last 20 seconds of the video in a separate folder. And I've started doing that in the last, 4 or 5 games for both teams. Most of the season it's been for the Knights only, and then I realized I could do it for both teams. And as I'm sorting the highlights for the Knights, I can just as easily sort the highlights for the other teams. So at the end of the season, I'll go through and I'll put all those highlights for each team in different folders. For the Knights, I'll create a highlight reel. For the other teams, I'll just put them in a folder and share that folder to the coach. And then the coach can do what they see fit with it. And Eagles over to 15. 15 back up top to 2. Over to 15 again on the far side, and travel. Let's see what the ref said. All right, going to be Knights ball on the near sideline. That's Venom going to bring the ball in for the Knights. Josh Venom into Landon Gray. Landon bringing it across. He's swinging it over to the far side, and back to Rust up top. Oh, Rust apparently traveled. And it's going to be Eagles ball. 33 Head going to bring the ball in on the sideline for the Eagles. Into 15. 15 brings it across. And he's passing it down to 2. It's tipped up by Burton, and 33 picked up the tip. And there's a whistle on 2-5 Venom. That was a push. Number 2 bringing the ball in for the Eagles on the baseline under their own basket. He's going to pass it into, well, I couldn't tell who it was for. Number 15 over in the corner, and it's out of bounds off Green. So 2's going to bring it in again. And this time he gives it up top to 4 on the far sideline. He's down in the corner. And 4 stepping in, putting up a jump shot. Look at that, folks. That's a beautiful shot if you're an Eagle. Got to give him credit. Landon Gray bringing the ball across at 6-4. Gray down to Venom. Venom up top to Burton at the free throw line. Puts it up for 2, and it's in. 2 points for the Knights, 6-6. Tie game. 15 bringing the ball back across. It's been back and forth on the scoreboard. 15 over to 2 on the near side. Newton swinging it up top, passing it back down to 4, who's putting it up for 3. Oh, good effort, and Landon Gray picks up the ball. He's going to make a fast break of it. Driving all the way down, putting the shot up, and it's good for 2, folks. That was a beautiful shot. 15, Coy with the ball. Over to 4 on the far side. Taking the screen, going down the sideline. No shot, puts it in 23 for a 2-point jump shot. Missed, and it's out of bounds. Knights ball. Venom brings the ball into Gray. Gray's bringing it across. It's 8-6. Knights in the lead by 2. Gray over to Burton. Burton down to Venom in the corner. Venom driving along the baseline, putting up a jump shot, and rolled over the rim, and there's a whistle. I think the foul's on the floor before the shot. It was on White. I can't see the number he's given, and that's okay. Venom's going to bring the ball in for the Knights under their own basket. Venom putting it to Walker under the rim, and Walker draws a foul, tried to put it up. So I think Walker's going to the free throw line shooting for 2, I think. And that was on number 4 with a push. Yep. Ref says Walker's going to the free throw line shooting for 2. 8-6. Walker's first free throw. It's a miss. Hope that's not one of my girls I hear. Walker's second free throw is a miss, and Gardner almost had the rebound, but Eagles end up with it. I think that's number 15. Yep, 15 got the rebound, brought it down, gives it to 2. 2 back over to 15. He's driving into the elbow, puts it out to 4 on the side. He puts it up for 3, and that's a miss, but he followed his shot, and driving in, there's a foul on the floor before the shot. 5-2 Green, Ben Walker. Okay. Number 2 bringing the ball in for the Eagles, gives it to 4 in the corner, and puts it up top to 15, just inside the arc, puts it up, missed the shot. So it's going to be Knights ball on the baseline. Venom's going to bring the ball in for the Knights. Venom to Gray. Gray bringing it across. And inside to Burton, spins around, puts it up, missed it, going for the putback, and there's a whistle. Green ball. I think it was a whistle before the shot, not sure. Yep, looks like Venom's bringing the ball in. Venom up top to Gray. Oh. Apparently 5 fouls. There was a... Nope. Okay, 4 fouls. I think they thought one of the out of bounds was a foul, and it's not, so apparently there's 4 fouls. And so Green bringing the ball in. Bounce pass to Burton in the corner, up to Gray. Gray back to Burton. No, back to Venom in the corner. Going for 3. That's a miss. And 15. clears the board. He's going to bring it across for the Eagles. 15 driving to the elbow, and a pass off to the side to Newton, I think, number 2. And, good call. Eagles coach called timeout, 30-second timeout to keep possession before they got called, and that's a very good play on their part. All right, 8-6, current score. Knights on top by 2. 1 minute 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Folks, we appreciate you tuning in to PCCS TV. During the halftime break, we'll pull up some upcoming schedule event as we wind down the season for the Polk County Christian School Knights. All right, Knights are back out on the court. Eagles are coming out on the court. And it's the Eagles' ball. 33 bringing the ball in for the Eagles. Near sideline, he's passing it in to 2. That's Newton. Gives it over to 23, back to Newton. Newton swinging it to the near side, putting up, an alley-oop to another Eagle, and it's good for 2. That's a good play on their part. Gray bringing the ball back down, so it's 8-all. Over to Gardner. Gardner subbed in. Over to Venom on this side. Venom swinging it back out. Gives it to Gardner again. Gardner back over to Burton. Burton going for 3, and it's off the rim. Venom chasing that down. He's driving into the elbow. Gives it to Gray. Gray putting up a 3-point effort, and that's a swish, folks. That was a 3-pointer for the Knights. And so the scoreboard is 11-8. Number 4's got the ball. And that's a miss. Burton clearing the board. Gives it to Gray. Gray making a fast break. Passing it to Gardner. Oh, look at that. Wow. That's a highlight reel for Gardner. All right, the score is 13-8. Number 4, Coy, has the ball. And he's down in the corner putting up and drew a foul on that 3-point effort. It looks like he's going to the free throw line shooting for 3. I think that was on Burton. And number 4, Coy. I tried mixing my words there. At the free throw line shooting for 3. First free throw is a miss. Second free throw, that one's in. So, and there's a whistle, maybe a sub. Yep, Ledger Rust coming in for Lucas Burton. Scores 13-9. Knights in the lead by 4 for the moment, but Coy still has 1 free throw left after his 3-point attempt. Last free throw is out. Gardner clearing the board on that. Gives it out to Rust. Rust over to Gray. Gray bringing it across. He's setting up an offense. Down to Venom in the near corner. Venom going up for an instant 3-point. That's a miss. Walker going for the putback. Missed that. And a long pass down to Newton, who's open. Newton driving down to the paint. Missed the shot. And Gardner clears the board. Gives it to Gray. Gray going for the buzzer beater. And, hit the backboard. Good effort. So that's the end of the first quarter. The score is 13-9. Knights in the lead by 4. As we get ready for second quarter action, players can take a short break. All right, folks, appreciate you tuning in to PCCS TV. And folks, I'd like to invite you, if you're new to PCCS TV, you can watch a replay of all of our games, either on the YouTube channel video tab or the live tab. If we're live streaming it like tonight, it'll be on the live tab. Even as a replay, it stays there. If it's not live streamed, if we record it because there's no Wi-Fi available at the venue, then it'll go into the video tab because we'll upload it later. And as long as I'm available with the camera equipment to attend the game, I will record it and either live stream it or broadcast it live. So we invite you to go to youtube.com/@PCCS and watch those games. They're free of charge. You don't even have to sign in or get an account or anything. You just got to be able to get to YouTube. Landon Gray bringing the ball across down to Venom in the far corner. Venom driving in, passing it up to Burton up top. Burton over to Gray in the corner. And Gray stepping in, puts it out to Venom. Venom going for three. Folks, it's unusual to see him not be hitting threes yet. He missed that one. Good effort, though. And 15 brings the ball across. He's passing it up to 23 on the far side. 23 swinging down far side to the baseline, puts the shot up, no good. And Burton gets the rebound, gives it to Gray. Gray swinging it across, slows it up, gives it to Venom. Venom back up to Gray for another three-point effort, and there it's off, and 33 clears, no, 33 cleared the board, and a fast pass down to 2, puts it up for a 2-point layup. That's a good play for the Eagles. That was good teamwork there. It's 13-11, second half action. Over to Rust. Rust over to Venom on the near side. Venom out to Burton. Burton over to Gardner. Gardner driving in. Puts it back to Venom in the corner. Venom going for a three-point effort. Oh, that's a miss, but Gardner going for the putback. Missed it, and 4. Got the rebound, but Burton tipped it out. Rust picked it up, gives it to Gray. Gray driving in, putting the shot up, and the ball was tipped, I think, during the shot. Well, the ref says foul. And, folks, I can't say this enough. I don't know the rules, so I can't weigh in on anything, really. I say what I think might happen, but we're absolutely going with what the ref says. And he said foul. Landon Gray at the free throw line shooting for 2, 13-11. Landon's first shot is good. 14-11. Landon's second free throw is off the rim, and 15 cleared the board on that. He's going to bring it across for the Eagles. He's driving straight down into the middle of the paint, puts up a shot, and, I thought that was in. Burton cleared the board, gave it to Venom. Venom over to Gray to bring it across. Gray's bringing it down for the Knights. He's swinging it to the near side over to Venom in the corner. He's going to bring it up top, passing it over to Rust on the far side, down to Gray. Gray back over to Venom. Venom driving down into the paint, putting up a 2-point jump shot. Missed that. 23 cleared the board. 23's bringing it across. He's passing it over to Coy on the near side. That's 15. I think there's 2 Coy out there. 15 into 4. 4 swinging it near. He's going to slow up and pivot. Gives it back up to 2. And it went across the midcourt line. Landon Gray was there and goes down for an easy and beautiful layup. 2 points for the Knights. Good IQ there for Landon Gray to be watching that ball. And 15 brings it across to 2. 2 down to 23 in the corner. And he lets the defender jump by, puts up a jump shot. Folks, a good jump shot. I think that was a 2-point shot. They gave him credit for 2, so it's 16-13. And Landon over to Burton. Burton going for 3, and it's across the rim. Venom chasing it down, throws it back in, and Landon Gray ends up with it. And he's driving down to the paint, trying to put a shot up, and the ball's tipped out, and it's out on White. 5 minutes and 1 second left in the first half. Venom bringing the ball in for the Knights. He hands it in to Gray. Gray up top to Venom. Venom swinging it around, taking the screen, gives it to Rust. Rust back up to Venom, over to Gray. Gray going for that 3-point effort. There we go. 3 points for Landon Gray. And I forgot, I've got some graphics I could do when they do a 3-point. I just forget about that. All right, 15 into 4, stepping into the paint, and I think he drew a foul during this shot. Yep, he's going to go shoot for 2. That's number 4 on the free throw line. And the score is 19-13 in the venue here. First free throw is, I thought that was in. This will be his second of 2 free throws. Second one's good, so that's a point for the Eagles. 19-14, Landon Gray bringing the ball down. Landon over to Rust in the far corner, inside to Gardner. Turns around, no shot, trying to pass it, and 33 was in his way. So the Eagles steal the pass and give it to 4. He's making a fast break down, puts a shot up, and folks, that's an easy layup for the Eagles. Landon Gray bringing the ball back down. It's 19-16. Landon over to Venom in the near corner. He's driving along the baseline. No shot. Puts it up top to Gardner. Gardner back to Venom. Venom going for 3. There we go. Oh, nope. And Burton with the putback draws a foul. I thought the Eagles had the rebound, but Burton's going to the free throw line shooting for 2. That's on number 4. 19-16. Burton, one of our 3 seniors on the team, Lucas Burton. Going to miss him next year. And there's Ben Walker subbing back in, number 52, He subbed in for Josh Venom, and those are our 3 seniors on the team. Going to miss all 3 of them next year. Second free throw is a miss, and number 4 clears the board. He's bringing it down, looking for an open player. He's going to drive all the way down, go straight into the paint, putting the shot up, and there's a whistle. I think the signal was blocking. Yep, looks like blocking. Okay. Number 4 going back to the free throw line. 19-16. Knights leading by 3. 4's going to try and close that gap a little bit here. There he goes. 19-17. One more shot. Second free throw is a miss, and 15 rebound. Went for the putback, got it up for 2. Timeout on the Knights. Waiting on the venue scoreboard update. There it goes. Well, the venue scoreboard says 18. I think they made that first free throw, but I have to match my scoreboard to theirs in case I missed something. So, only because theirs says (18-19). If there's updates, I'll change mine to match it. One of our coaches going over to confer with the score table and ask him to fix that. So I expect that may be adjusted here momentarily. Yep, there it goes. 19-19. So we're going to give him credit for that, as it should be. All right, tie game. Ledger Rust bringing the ball into Gardner. Gardner's bringing the ball across for the Knights. Over to Walker. Walker going for 2, missed it, and Gardner there for the putback. Good for 2. So it's 21-19. 15 bringing the ball across for the Eagles. 3 minutes, 23 seconds left. 15 out to 23, up top to 2. Back over to 15 on the far side, trying to drive into the paint, and gives it out to 4. 4 stepping back for a three-point effort, no good. But 21 picked it up, gave it to 2. 2 back to, I can't see the number under the basket, 23. Gardner with the rebound there, passing it over to Gray. Gray bringing the ball down for the Knights, and he gets it across. Driving down to the paint, passes it. Oh, intended for Walker. Good effort. I see what he was trying to do there. I'm guessing that we weren't communicating on that. I could be wrong. All right, 15 bringing the ball back for the Knights. I'm sorry, 15 bringing the ball back across for the Eagles. He's got it up top. He's slowing it up. Setting up an offense. Down to 4 on the far side. Driving down the baseline. Taking the screen. Going along the baseline. Missed the shot. And Gardner and 4 on the ball. So it's a jump ball. And white ball on their own baseline. Number 2, Newton, going to bring the ball in for the Eagles. Two sends it up top to 21, out to 15. He's stepping just inside, gives it to 23 in the corner. Going for 2, missed the shot, but 2 chased it down, got the rebound, and went for the putback. Drew a foul. And I think number 2 going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. We'll see what the ref says. I can't see the numbers he's throwing. I can't tell who that foul was on, but it's on the Knights. 21-19. First free throw is a miss. And the Knights are sending in 2 subs. Josh Venom and Gideon Walker subbing in for Alden Gardner and Ben Walker. Gideon, number 30, he's a sophomore on the team, our only sophomore this year. Alden Gardner subbing out. And the miss on the free throw. Landon Gray ends up with the ball. He's bringing it across for the Knights. Down to Venom in the corner, going for 3, and that's a good shot. Venom getting it dialed in. That's what we need. So it's 24-19. 15 over to 2, back to 15. 15 down to 23 in the corner, back up to 15 on the side, up top to 2, step it up for a 3, and it's off the rim. Venom with a good rebound, gives it to Gray to bring it across, and Gray brings it across the line, down to Rust in the corner, back up top to Burton. Burton over to Venom in the corner again, going for another 3. Nope, in the rim, but back out. 4 with a long pass down court to an open 15, and I'm not sure what the call was. We'll see what the ref says. I think there might have been an accidental trip. Number 3, Landon Gray, I believe. And possession goes to White. Number 2's bringing the ball in for the Eagles. On their own baseline, he puts it into 4 in the near corner. And no shot. He's going to swing it up the sideline. Back around top, going to the far side of the paint. Stepping between the defenders, trying to put the shot up. And there's a whistle. We'll see what the ref says. Looks like on green. 2-5, I think. That'd be Josh Venom. And number 4 going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. The score is 24-19. 1:16 seconds left in the first half. First shot is a miss. And Alden Gardner subbing in for Josh Venom. Alden's our freshman, new to the team this year. He's been a great addition. Second free throw is in. That was a swish. So it is 24-20. Waiting for my scoreboard update. There it goes. Okay, mine's updated too and matches the venue score. Gray over to Rust. Rust to Gardner up top. Gardner back to Gray, but it was a little wide for Gray, and it's out of bounds. Going to be white ball on the sideline. 1:02 left in the first half. 23 into 15. 15 bringing it across. 15 swinging it around, stepping into the paint, back out to 2. 2 over to 23. Down to 21. 21 inside to 4. Going for the shot and miss. And Burton clears the board, gives it to Gray. And timeout. 30-second timeout on the Knights. 39.9 seconds left in the first half, folks. 4-point lead for the Knights. It's still anybody's game. It's a close game, and it has been the entire match. I don't think anybody's been more than 4 or 6 points ahead. I don't remember the biggest gap this half, but I think it seems to me like it's been either 4 or 6 points. So it's been a close game the entire way. Both teams are here to play tonight. All right, reminder, during halftime, we're going to bring up some upcoming schedule against for the Knights as we're winding down the season. We'll bring up both high school boys and high school girls and upcoming games on the calendar. All right, Knights are back out on the court. Eagles are coming out on the court. Lucas Burton brings the ball into Ledger Rust. Ledger bringing it across for the Knights. He's going to pass it inside to Burton. Burton handing it off to Gray, who's swinging it around over to Gardner on the far side. Gardner, number 2 on the steal there. I couldn't see it with the ref. That's okay. Forrest got the ball. He's bringing it down, driving in. Ball's off his toe and out of bounds. It's going to be green ball. Good effort, though. I see what he was trying to do there. All right, Gardner bringing the ball in for the Knights. He gives it off to Gray. Gray back, and Gray bringing it across. And it's tipped in the pass. 4 picks it up, making that fast break, puts the shot up, draws a foul. So he's going back to the free throw line. And the ref says that's probably on Gardner. Yep, looked like 1-0. I couldn't quite see, but I'm guessing that's who it was. Number 4 on the free throw line, shooting for 2. First shot's in. That's a good point for the Eagles. It's 24-1. Number 4, second shot on the free throw line. Second shot's in. Another good shot for the Eagles. 24-22. And number 2 with a steal on the inbound pass. And it's Eagles ball. Oh, nope. Ref signal green ball. I guess he was initially signaling out on white. Landon Gray passing it down court, trying to make that buzzer beater. And missed the buzzer beater, but there's halftime, folks. All right, as promised, we're going to go over some upcoming schedule information. Momentarily, we're going to have, I believe, probably an 8-minute halftime. Before we get into upcoming scheduling stuff, let's go over some sponsors for PCCS real quick. These are businesses that regularly contribute to our annual auction fundraiser coming up next month. KYOO, AM, FM, and Bolivar. Need More Vacations. Shell and Hammer Construction. Womack Monuments. Bill Roberts Chevrolet. Edward Jones, Mid-Missouri Bank, Shelter Insurance, Stewart's Custom Designs, Wildman Plumbing, Douglas Hahn and Heidemann, PC, First Baptist Church, Hogan Farms, Motor Monkeys, Oakstar Bank, Parton Real Estate, Pitts Chapel, Polk County Crop Services, State Farm Insurance, Brian Chastain, agent. State Farm Insurance, Gianna Andrews, agent. All Creatures Animal Clinic, Bank of Missouri, Bolivar Ready Mix, Creator Designs, Creator Delights, Garrettson's Trash Service, and Hubbard Realty, along with Etch Salon. All right, folks, as promised, getting up to upcoming scheduling events. Our next game night will be Polk County Christian School Knights versus the Cross Christian School Lions. Basketball games, 3 games, middle school boys, high school girls, and then a high school boys in that order at Bolivar Middle School on February 19th. Games start at 6 p.m., and I believe those games will be live streamed right here on PCCS TV. And then after that, we will have the Polk County Christian School Knights hosting Marshfield CIA Christians in Action, middle school boys, high school girls, high school boys again in that order. Bolivar Intermediate School this time. starting at 6 p.m. And I don't believe those games are going to be live streamed. I believe I'll have somebody there running a camera, and we'll record those games and upload them later. And due to a scheduling conflict, I can't make it to that game. And then after that, that wraps up our season, our regular season for Polk County Christian School. So after that, the Polk County Christian School Knights will travel to Joplin, Missouri. And the high school boys basketball will be competing in the Missouri Christian School Athletic Association State Championship Tournament. This will be the boys' third appearance in a row at that championship. That's February 26, 27, and I got a typo there, 26, 27, and 28, not the 29th. And that's the boys, and my apologies, that is not their current season record. But those games will be available on PCCS TV. You can watch those at youtube.com/@PCCS. And then while we're there, the high school girls, Polk County Christian School Knights, high school girls basketball, will be defending their 24 and 25 championship titles for Division 4 at the Missouri Christian School Athletic Association Championship Tournament in Joplin. And again, another typo, same typo, February 26th, 27th, and 28th, not the 29th. That'll be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And the high school girls at Polk County Christian School, their season record this year is 13-1 so far. And again, those games will be live on youtube.com/@PCCS. All right, folks, quick shout out to the volunteers at Polk County Christian School and at Trinity Christian Academy in Springfield. We got some volunteers at the score table running the scoreboard and doing stats, the official stats for the game. And, of course, they've got some folks running the concession stand. And, in fact, I think one of the concession stand folks is out on the court at this time doing a free throw contest for free concessions, I believe, is what's going on at the moment. And, of course, we appreciate all the coaching staff as well. Speaking of coaching staff, Coach Chad Burton for the Polk County Christian School Knights. He is our athletic director in the gray shirt there, walking across the court. And he's our athletic director as well as our head coach for basketball. And then Coach Brian Gray is the gentleman that was wearing the green hoodie, walked across the court a while ago to get that score corrected when the scoreboard wasn't correct for the Eagles side of the scoreboard. And he's got a black hat on. You'll see him back across there by the bench here in a bit. Coach Gray is running an iPad. He brings an iPad to all these devices, and he feeds the live score to the Game Changer app. And so if you are in a position where you can't just watch the live stream, you can watch the Game Changer app on a smart device, Android or iPhone. And there is Coach Brian Gray across the way. You'll see him and Coach Chad Burton both over there. Brian Gray's the one with the iPad. He's feeding that score to the Game Changer app. And so that gives a play-by-play and also generates stats for the team for the season. So that's pretty handy to have. We appreciate everything that all of our coaching staff does for Polk County Christian School, all the time they put together in coaching these players and students, and everything else that they do for the team.
Etch Salon is a proud sponsor of PCCS. Come see the friendly and helpful staff at Etch Salon, located at 919 East Broadway in Bolivar, for your beauty and wellness needs. From hair to pedicure and more, Etch Salon is there to bring out your true glamour. Etch offers color, cut, formal hair and makeup, facial waxing, pedicure, and deep tissue therapeutic massage. Licensed massage therapist Karen Cleveland is happy to schedule your deep tissue or therapeutic massage to help with all your aches and pains. All their staff are licensed in their area of specialty. Check out facebook.com/Etch Salon Bolivar or call Etch Salon at 417-777-0088 to schedule your next appointment.
All right, folks, we appreciate all our sponsors at Polk County Christian School, not just the ones that we mentioned, but everybody else. There are many people behind the scenes that contribute, whether it's with tangible goods for the livestock, for the annual auction, or contributing their services as coaching staff, teachers, administration, and various other positions. Not everybody is a volunteer, but even the people who have a paid position oftentimes volunteer a lot of their time beyond their paid position, and we absolutely appreciate everything they do, whether they're paid for it or not. Plus all the family and staff family and friends that travel to the games, distant and home. A lot of support for the Knights, and we appreciate that. We're under a minute and a half from third quarter action. Forgot to update my scoreboard to say that we're in the halftime right now. So that'll change here again, hopefully, if I can remember to do that again in just a minute. As the players come back out on the court and get ready for third quarter action, 24-22. And one last shout out, folks, to the staff for TCA Eagles. The players and the staff both have been very gracious to us in the past and again tonight, as always, helping get us hooked up with a Wi-Fi so that we're able to live stream this game, and it saves me a bunch of time from having to go home and upload it later, just to have it live and not have to re-edit or do anything else. But they've been very gracious about that, and we absolutely appreciate their help with everything. And then, of course, the referees as well. All right, and it's green ball coming into second half action. Josh Venom's going to bring the ball in, start the third quarter. Josh into Lucas Burton, and Burton over to Gray. Gray down to Venom in the corner. Venom driving along the baseline, putting up an easy shot. Good for two. That's a good play, folks. Knights starting off the third quarter with a bang, 26-22. And Newton bringing the ball across. Down to, intended for four, but missed it. And Venom picked it up, passes it to Gray, who puts it up and in for two. Beautiful shot. So it's another 2-point basket. It's 28-22. 15 bringing the ball across. Gray giving some pressure. 15 gets it across. Down to 2 in the corner. 2 passing it back to 15. 15 turns around, gives it up to 23 up top, over to 2 on the far side. He's going to swing it back up top, down to 4. 4 driving into the paint, putting the shot up, and looked like it was going to be in. Walker grabbed it, and 4 stole it out of his hands, and they put it up for 2. That was a good play, folks. So it's 28-24. Burton puts it up for another 2-point shot for the Knights. 30-24. Eagles bringing the ball back. 15's got the ball, bringing it across. Taking it down the far side. Driving straight into the paint. Passing it out to 23. 23-2 under the basket. Put it up for an easy shot. Another good 2 points for the Eagles. Gray bringing the ball across. It's 30-26. Gray picking up the pace. Down to Venom. Venom going for 3. And no, it's just off. 23 clears the board. Passing it over to 4, and 4 making a fast break. Slowing up for a jump shot. Nope, bounce pass to 33. Put the shot up, and it's good for 2. Folks, this is some back and forth action. 30-28. Gray bringing the ball down. Bounce pass down to Rust. Rust passing it off to Gray. No shot, gives it back up to Rust. Rust swinging it over, giving it to Venom. Inside to Walker. Walker going up for 2 and drawing a foul. Ben Walker going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. And I can't see the numbers the ref is showing the score table from my vantage point. That's okay. It's 30-28 in the venue here. Ben Walker's first free throw, that's a miss. He's going for another one. Second free throw is a miss, and number 4 clears the board on that one. And a bounce pass intended for 2, stolen by the Knights, and it's out of bounds off green, so it's going to be Eagles ball. Good effort there. All right, number 23, Coy, bringing the ball in, gives it to 15. 15, bringing it across, taking it to the far side, going to reverse, bring it back up top, passing it to 4. 4, going for a, holy smokes, folks, a beautiful three-point shot there. Landon Gray bringing the ball across for the Knights. It's 31-30. Eagles leading by 1. Burton going for the shot, draws a foul. I think that might have been 15 or 33. I'm not sure. We'll see what the ref says. 15. That was a delayed audio for that three-pointer that the Eagles just made. Sometimes my stuff runs quickly, and sometimes it has a mind of its own. Lucas Burton on the free throw line shooting for 2. First shot's a miss. Still 31-30. Lucas looking to tie it up after this next free throw. All right, this shot's a miss, and number 15 clears the board on that missed free throw. Bounce pass to 33. Stepping down into the paint, puts shot up, missed it. Rust clears the board on that. Rust passes it out to Burton. Burton over to Gray. Gray bringing it across, and he's, there's a whistle. I'm not sure what that signal was. On number 2, White. I don't know what the signal was and what number 2 did. All right, green ball under their own basket. Venom bringing the ball in. He's going to pass it into Burton in the corner, up top to Gray. Gray back to Venom in the corner for 3. And there we go with a swish. A beautiful three-point shot. And Eagles bringing the ball across. Number 4. Down to 2 on the far side. 2. Putting the shot up. Burton grabbed it. Long pass to Gray. Little too far. Gray had to chase it down. And the Eagles got to it before he did. Number 4 going for a three-point effort. Missed that. Venom cleared the board. And it's over to, well, that's a really late graphic on my screen there, folks. Gray putting up a three-point effort and no good. I need to get that graphic turned off just a minute. There we go. All right. I missed what was going on there. White ball. 33 brings the ball in, gives it to 15. Gray providing some pressure. 33 gets the pass. Over to 2. 2 on the far side. Bounce pass inside to 33. The shot was tipped. 33 got the missed shot. Put it back. Rust cleared the board on that to Burton. Burton to Gray. Gray bringing it across. Passing it down to Venom on the near side. Up to Burton. Driving into the paint. Putting the shot up. And it's good for 2. So it's 35 to 31. 4 bringing the ball across. Waiting for my scoreboard to update. It hasn't yet. I believe it will. There we go. All right. Burton with the ball. Gives it to Gray to bring it across. Gray down to Venom in the corner. Inside to Walker. And I think number 15 with a foul on the floor before the shot. Walker was trying to get the pass and 15 reaching over, I think. So no free throw, but it's going to be green ball under their own basket. And Eagles are subbing in number 21, coming in for 15. Josh Venom bringing the ball in for the Knights. Gives it to Gray in the corner. Gray putting up a three-point effort just over the rim. And 23 clears the board. Gives it to 33. Drive it down to the paint. Passed it over to 2. Missed the shot. And Rust tips the ball out to Gray. Gray trying to make a fast break. Slows it up. Gives it over to Venom going for 3. There we go, folks. A beautiful three-point shot. Number 4 bringing the ball back down for the Eagles. Over to 2 in the corner. 2 back up to 4 on the far side. Steps down the side a little bit. And another three-point shot, folks. That's three-pointer for the Eagles there, so it's 38-34. Gray bringing the ball back down. Over to Rust in the corner. Rust back up to Gray. And bounce pass into Burton. And, ball's on the floor. Burton falls on it and jump ball. Possession goes to, I think, White. Yep, ref says White after the jump ball. Number 23 brings the ball in, gives it to 4 to bring it across. 4 over to 2. 2 back to 4, back to 2. And drive it down to the paint. Couldn't quite get the shot off. Burton picks up the loose ball, gives it to Venom. Venom racing the defender, passing it across to Rust, and Rust gives it to Gray. Gray down to Venom in the corner. Venom going for 3. It's over the rim, but Walker going for the putback, and it's, so close. And it's White ball. Good effort, folks, on both sides. Both teams playing well. 4 brings the ball down, gives it to 2. 2 back to 4. He's stepping outside the arc, puts it up for 3. It's a miss, and Rust ends up with it, gives it to Gray. Gray making a fast break, driving it all the way down, and there's a whistle. I think he drew a foul during the dribble. White 2. Green ball on the baseline. Apparently that's 5 team fouls, so Gray going to the free throw line shooting for 2 after that foul. Apparently the Knights are in bonus. 38-34 on the scoreboard. Gray, a rare miss on the free throw there. And Alden Gardner subbing in for Ben Walker. Give Ben a breather. Landon Gray going for a second free throw. That's a good shot. That's a swish. So it's 39-34 as the Eagles bring the ball in. 21 down to 23. 23 passing it up to 4. 4 faking a 3, gives it 21. 21 over to 2 in the corner. No shot. He's driving through the defenders, gives it to 4. 4 going to put the shot up, and it's a good play. That was a good shot for the Eagles. Gardner bringing the ball back in. It's 39-36 after 4 just made a basket. Gray over to Venom in the corner, back up top to Gray. He's taking the screen, putting up a 3-point effort, and what a beautiful shot. Landon Gray back on the 3-point wagon there. And 4 bringing the ball across. Driving down to the corner. Passing it up top. 23 on the side. Back down to 4. But stolen by Venom. And I think Venom landed with his foot on the line, so the ref blew the ball out. And that would be the right call. Yep, White ball. White brings it back in. That was a beautiful steal for Venom either way. Back to 4 in the corner, and he puts up 3-point effort. No good. Gardner clearing that missed shot, and he's going to dribble it out. Bounce pass out to Gray. Gray bringing it across, and driving straight down. Puts up, folks, a beautiful shot, but it was out. Gardner going for the putback and gets it up for 2. So it's now 44-36, 16 seconds left in the third quarter. And let's see, I don't know if that was a blocking or charging. 1-0 blocking on Gardner, and the shot counted. Not doubting that, folks. Number 4 at the free throw line going for the and 1. Score is 44-38. That action happens a little too quickly for me to see it sometimes, but the refs are pretty good at it. They make a job out of this, and they're good at it. So Landon Gray bringing the ball down. It's 44-39. Venom going for 3. There's a whistle. Travel on the floor before the shot. 5.5 seconds left as the Eagles bringing the ball in. Landon Gray coming down to give full court pressure. And they're bringing it in to 2. 2 back to 4. 4 down. She's going to have to make the close effort. Good effort, folks. All right, that's the end of the third quarter. We're going to adjust the scoreboard to say fourth quarter when we come back from a short player timeout. All right, folks, exciting action here in Springfield tonight on PCCS TV. All right, folks, we're ready for fourth quarter action. It's been a close game the entire night. And it's still anybody's game. The Eagles absolutely took control in the first quarter. And the Knights took the lead. And they've had the lead for the bulk of the second and third quarter. But not the entire time. So it's absolutely still up in the air on who's going to come out on top on this. 5-point lead for the Knights at the moment. Venom bringing the ball in for the Knights. Gives the ball in to Gray. Gray bringing it across. Down to Venom in the corner. Venom back up top to Gardner. Gardner down to Gray on the far side. Gray driving down to the corner and a bounce pass intended for Burton. And number 15 stole it. Drives down, puts a shot up, missed it. Burton gives it to Gray for the fast break. Gray's going to slow it up. Cross court to Venom. Venom putting up 3-point effort and very close. And there's a jump ball, I think. Walker and 15 on that ball. And possession goes to White after the jump ball. 44-39 still. 4 bringing the ball in for the Eagles. He's going to give it to 15. 15 bringing the ball across. Back to 4. 4 over to 2 on the far side. Back up top to 15. Down to 2. 2 swinging it back up top to 4 on the near side. 4 is going to pass it back up top to 2. 2 over to 33 in the near top. 33 back up top to 2 over to 4 on the far side. Jump shot for 3 and off the rim. Gardner clearing that board. Good rebound. Gives it to Gray to bring it across. Landon Gray bringing the ball down to Gardner on the near side. He's going to swing it up top. Pass it across court to Venom. Venom down to Gray in the corner. And Gray bounce pass inside to Burton. Burton going for the shot and drawing a foul. I think Lucas Burton may be going to the free throw line shooting for 2. And the ref says, I can't see the number, but it does look like Burton at the free throw line shooting for 2. 44-39, 6 minutes, 47 seconds left in regulation play. Lucas' first shot is good. 45-39. And brief safety timeout for a shoe tie. Safety first. All right, Burton going for his second free throw. Second shot is good. That was a swish. Nothing but net. So it's 46-39. Number 4, passing it down to 2. And timeout, Eagles. I think it's a full timeout. With 6 minutes, 42 seconds left in regulation play. That's correct. It is a full timeout on the Eagles. 7-point lead for the Knights. I think that's the biggest lead for either team so far this game. And that just shows you how close this game has been. You know, folks, I don't remember if I mentioned this earlier or not, but I love going to a game, seeing a close game where everybody's playing well, and it has the appearance of great sportsmanship the entire game. And that's what we're seeing here tonight. Everybody's playing well. Everybody's being a great sport and professional on and off the court. All right, 23 brings the ball into 15, 15 to 2. And 2 into 4 at the top of the paint. Drives down just outside the paint. Turned around, putting the shot up. Almost in. Gardner on that rebound. Missed it. And the ball's got a whistle. Not arguing it. Just waiting to see what the ref says. I think that's on Burton. I couldn't see the signals he was sending. Maybe not. Yep, it was. All right. And white ball, 2 into 4. It's good for 2 points. So it's 46-41. Gray bringing the ball across for the Knights. Over to Gardner on the far side. Gardner up top to Venom. Venom down to Gray on the near side. Driving down to the baseline, putting the shot up. Took the screen from Walker and put it in for 2. So it is 48-41. 15 bringing the ball across, passing it down to 2. 2 up top to 4. 4 over to 15. 15 back up top to 4. 4 going through the defenders and putting the shot up, but he met Walker in the paint, and that's kind of hard to get through that, gentlemen. All right, Venom brings the ball into Gray. It's still 48-41. Gray bringing it across. Gray over to Venom on the near side, and into Burton. Burton over to Walker, and Walker for a beautiful layup from under the basket. Good for 2. It's 50-41. 15 bringing the ball across. Driving it down to the corner along the baseline, putting up a jump shot from outside a little bit. Missed it. Burton cleared the board, gives it to Gray. Gray coming down the far sideline. He's going to slow it up. 5 minutes, 17 seconds left. Gray over to Venom on the near side. Venom swinging it up top, passing it over to Gardner. Gardner stepping in for a beautiful shot, but it's a miss. Venom cleared the board, gives it out to Gray, and Gray for 3. Missed that, and number 4, long pass intended down court. Gray stole the pass in the air. Oh, ref says double dribble. I didn't see it. I'm not arguing it. I was looking at something else, folks, so. White ball. 33 brings it into 2. Just under 5 minutes in regulation play. 2 bringing the ball across, passes it to 15. 15, he's going to dribble. Takes it up to 2 again, back to 4. He's inside the paint. Ran into Walker again. Puts a shot up and still gets it in. Good for 2. And there's a whistle. Let's see what happens. I think they're taking a breather for a player down on the court. He looks like he's okay. He's just taking a moment to get up. Could be I'm going to guess it may be a cramp. Could be a leg cramp. All right, looks like the Eagles are sending in a sub for number 4. Yeah, it looks like he's probably working out a cramp, folks. I hate that. Wow, I've had those, and those are painful. Landon Gray bringing the ball across. I hope he's okay. Hope that's all it is. Gray to Venom. Venom up top to Burton. Burton over to Gardner. Gardner up top to Gray. Gray back to Venom in the corner. Inside to Walker. Walker putting it up for 2. It's 52-43. 15 bringing the ball across for the Eagles. And Landon Gray picking the ball up, but I think he did. And Coach Burton called timeout in time. I think the Knights get possession. I think. I'm not sure. I don't know what the rules are there. 30-second timeout on the Knights. It'll be inbound on the baseline under the Knights basket. (52-43). Exciting action, folks, on PCCS TV. Thank you for tuning in, watching our game, whether you're watching this live or as a replay. Appreciate you watching our channel and watching our content. Please feel free to click the thumbs up button if you're enjoying this content. We'd appreciate you showing us some love. And that's the best way to do it on YouTube. Click that thumbs up button. Venom bringing the ball in for the Knights. It's green ball. Venom into Burton. Burton putting it up. It's over the basket. And white ball. I'm not sure who that was on or what happened. I don't know what the call was there, folks. I can't see the signals the ref is showing to the score table, and that's okay. They're the ones that really need to see it. 15 bringing the ball in for the Eagles now, over to 2. 2 up top to 4. He's back in. 4 over to 23. 23 up top to 15. To the near side to Newton. Newton back up top to 15. 15 going for a 3. Missed it. It was a little short. Burton grabbed that pass and gives it to Gray. Gray's going to slow it up and bring it down. 3 minutes, 39 seconds left in regulation play. Gray going down the far side, passes it down to Venom in the corner, driving along the baseline, puts it into Burton, and 15 picked up the ball, gives it to 2, who's almost out, but not quite, and gives it to 15, puts it up for 2. That's a miss, and ball's out on white, I believe. Yep, Venom's going to bring the ball in for the Knights, still 52-43. Gray bringing the ball across. And, bounce pass intended for Venom. And Newton with a beautiful steal. But he missed the layup, and Knights get it back. Gray bringing it across. He's going to slow it up. Long pass down to Burton under the rim. Burton spins around, puts a shot up, and it's good for 2. Folks, that's a good play. 15 bringing the ball across for the Eagles. 54-43 and timeout. Timeout on the Eagles, and it's not sure if it's a full or a 30-second. 2 minutes, 47 seconds left in regulation play, folks. And that's a full timeout on the Eagles. All right, while we're on timeout, one more time, we'll show that upcoming games for the state championship, February 26th, 27th, 28th, not 29th, high school boys. And same dates, high school girls, traveling to Joplin and Carthage for the state championship tournament. That'll be a 3-day event, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 26, 27, 28. The high school girls for PCCS will be the returning 2-time champions. They're looking for a three-peat. So, since we're down there live streaming these games, if there's a scheduling conflict and the boys and girls play at the same time, we will give deference to the girls and live stream theirs just because they are the returning champions. But we're absolutely going to make every effort to either live stream or record every game we can. All right, it's white ball. 23 bringing the ball in for the Eagles on the sideline. Over to 4. 4 down to 2 in the corner. Putting it up for 3. It's over the rim. Burton gets the ball, gives it to Gray. Gray passing it down to Gardner. Gardner driving into the paint, putting up a beautiful jump shot. It's a miss. Walker with the putback. Good for 2. And so the score is 54-43 as 15 brings the ball back across. 56-43. And my scoreboard matches the venue scoreboard. It took the venue scoreboard a second to update. That's why I said 54. All right. Ball's out on green under White's basket. And so Eagles bringing the ball in under their own basket. It's number 2 passing it in. Newton into 4 in the corner. The ball's out of bounds, and possession goes to White. Newton bringing it back in, passing it up top to Head. And Head driving down to the top of the paint, passing it, handing it off to 15. He's going to bring it out, pass it back over to 23, down to 2 in the corner. 2 inside and whistle. There's a foul. Push on 2-5. Venom. All right. White ball. Yep, white ball. Newton bringing the ball in for the Eagles. He's going to pass it way up top to 4 on the far side. Stepping over for a 3-point effort, and there's a whistle. Not arguing it, folks, but there's a whistle. Foul on 3, I believe, with a push. Not arguing it, folks. I was watching the ball heading for the basket, so I don't know what happened, but we'll take the ref at his word. And number 4 going to the free throw line, shooting for 3. First one's in, so that's a point. It's 56-44. Here goes the second shot. And that's a miss. He's got 1 shot left. Two minutes, 3 seconds left in regulation play. This free throw is a miss, and 15 gets the rebound and goes for the putback. It's good for 2. So it's now 56-46. Landon Gray bringing the ball down for the Knights. And he's putting it over to Gardner. Gardner driving into the paint, putting up a jump shot. And Burton getting the rebound, puts it up for 2 on the putback, and it's 58-46. 15 bringing the ball back across over to 4. And 4 driving down into the paint, going for the shot, and travel, according to the ref. Green ball. Venom bringing the ball in for the Knights. Landon Gray bringing the ball down. A minute, 30 seconds left in regulation play. Landon. Looks like Landon was trapped in the corner and bounced it out of bounds off of an Eagle, so it's going to be green ball. Venom bringing the ball in. He's going to pass it down to Burton in the corner, driving along the baseline, taking the screen, puts up an easy layup, good for 2. And 60-46. Eagles bringing the ball across 50 down to Newton. Newton inside to 15 and went to put the shot up, and it's good for 2, folks. Credit where credit is due. That was a good shot. And drew a foul on the shot, so 15 going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. 60-48 at the moment. They're going to try and close that gap a little bit with a minute and 10 seconds left in the game. And the end one was a miss. Walker cleared the board, gives it over to Gray. Gray passing it down to Burton. Burton over to Venom. Venom turns around, takes the screen, puts up an easy layup, and it's good for 2. And there's a whistle. Ledger Russ subbing in for Ben Walker. Score is 62-48. 57 seconds left in the game. Eagles bring the ball in. 4's bringing it across. Driving down to the top of the paint, swinging it to the far side, and puts up a 3-point effort. That's a miss, and Gardner steps out trying to rebound, so it's white ball under their own basket. And Tyler Anderson and Gideon Walker subbing in for the Knights. Tyler's a freshman with the Knights this year. Gideon, sophomore. 46.4 seconds left. And number 15 passing the ball in. It's out of bounds. Going to be green ball. Eagle missed the pass on the inbound, and Knights bring the ball in. Landon Gray giving it over to Burton. Burton, back to Gray. Gray driving down into the paint, and there's a whistle. It's going to be, I believe, green ball on the baseline. I couldn't see the number the ref was showing. That's okay. Oh, Landon Gray going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. The Knights may be in bonus. Maybe not. Nope. No free throw. So it's going to be green ball. Not arguing it. Their scoreboard here doesn't show the number of fouls, and I'm running a studio by myself. I can't track that by myself, but the ball's in. Gideon Walker put it up. Good effort on the inbound. Missed the shot, and 4 with a rebound. Puts a shot up, and it's good for 2. And so it's 62-50 with 25.4 seconds left in the game. Number 4 going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. No, shooting for the end 1. 12-point lead for the Knights. Fours and 1 is good. So it's 62-51. Gray gets the inbound, gives it over to Burton. Burton back to Gray, and Gray gets it past the defender. And double dribble. White ball on the sideline. Head's going to bring the ball in for the Eagles. He gives it to 4. 4 bringing it across and driving straight down into the paint, putting up a jump shot. Good shot, folks. Burton brings the ball into Gray, and there's a whistle. That's on number 4. Rust bringing the ball in for the Knights. Rust over to Burton. Burton back to Rust. Back to Gray. Gray's going to swing it down the sideline. And, there's the buzzer, folks. That's a final. Final score is 62-53 in the venue here. All right, folks. Appreciate you tuning in to PCCS TV.
This broadcast is copyright Polk County Christian School, 2490 West Tower Drive, Bolivar, Missouri. Stop by our school to see what we are doing to provide a Christian education for students in our area.